No breath, no heartbeat, just static remains. Hollow reflections, ghosts in the cold. So come burn down my escape. I wanna feel it, come drag me into the void. Let my circuits decay. I'm sorry, but it's too late. You never
come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
What up, everybody? What up? Mic check, mic check. We are good to go. All right. Not waste any time. Doing some lobbies tonight. I'm gonna be looking for see who's crashing, who's not crashing, and just try and play the game. If it goes poorly tonight, though, what can you do? That's what it is. Anyway, let's try and have a good night. I have both my PlayStation and my PC account in the lobby. I won't be racing with the console one, obviously, because I'm, you know. Get in the Discord. The Discord. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yo, yo, yo. How's it going?
Going good. Had a good day today.
Yeah, these tracks are nice.
This they said X Nova, like, this is one of those things where I know, God, it looks, I can't get over. I mean, never mind. I'm not even gonna say what I'm gonna say. How nice it looks on PC. Anyway, sorry. I know everybody wants, like, real tracks, but I'll take mod tracks like this all day long.
Sure.
Like, talent is talent,
all
man.
The layout.
And, like, the reality is that when you have the digital space to, you know, you have
create
the
unique.
when you have the grid, if you will, and you got in, if you will, I'll take that level of creativity any day over some of the nonsense that people make in real life for tracks. Tim, this track is amazing. This track is very much amazing. I agree. GTE 6. What are you saying, Marky? GTE 6. Are those fast bike moments even legal? I have no idea, but looks like public road. Those are technically legal and not legal. That is public roads, but those are closed off public roads. Well, except the highway one. That one was not. The nighttime one, that was not. I don't do that much anymore, though. Too risky. Amount of crashes, yeah. Now, do you know if the crashes are specific to this track, or just the game. Because when I was hosting today on PS5, I had one crash. Like one crash to PlayStation desktop. Really need the gloves tonight. All right.
They fixed my telemetry. I don't know what they did.
They didn't do anything.
Maybe it was server side. They had to have done something. It works. Why does it just work now?
Bro, I'm not trying to victim blame here, but at the same time, you have the most like
Eclectic system, yes.
I was gonna go with schizophrenic system, but you know. You'll change nothing. Nobody will change anything. It'll go from Tuesday to Wednesday, and it'll go from the world's greatest experience to the worst experience ever. So, but
Working.
it's working
I'm happy again.
for now. For the time being. Yeah, Tim, I feel like this track, I mean, for what it's worth, Tom, when he was making it, was doing a lot of testing with these cars on this track, so I feel like he really made this track for these JP1s, because in my opinion, the other tracks weren't, or not a lot of the other tracks were challenging enough for the JP1s. This is like a nice
like
track for them.
I don't like the medium. Medium one is pretty difficult, especially in GT4s.
I like
might
the
be better in these series of cars. Yeah.
I like the short track and the full track.
Yep. Right there.
Oh shit, I gotta yeah, we're not brave enough, huh? Nope. Get that line on. Oh, hello.
Yeah, I had a lobby earlier, about 18 guys in it. And then I closed it down, joined you. So there should be some more people out there for sure.
Nice. Jesus, I am used to my RS50 right now. Holy moly. I love my RS50, but every time I get off I get used to the RS50. It only takes like a half hour to get used, because it's only 8 Newton meters by comparison to this behemoth. But like it's totally fine. Like you get used to it inside of a half hour and you're content and you're happy. But then when you get back on this, you're like, Jesus Christ! It's like a horror movie where they're trying to turn the what do you call the wheel to open the door? That's in submarines. The round wheel. What's that? It's just a round wheel, I guess. It's a commonly found item in Resident Evil.
Okay.
Anyway, it feels like I'm trying to turn that and it's old and rusty. Because it's it's got so much force.
Heavy, huh? Yeah.
Plus, with that paired with the current Logitech issues of this game, like, unfortunately, right now, the GT7 force feedback on the Logitech is substantially better. A lot of that is the lack of True Force, because True Force doesn't work in this game at all. Like, it's just off, despite it being added. Because prior to this update, you just had the generic haptics, the vibration scale, which works on this and it works on every wheelbase, but it's not True Force. It's not specific to Logitech.
Right. Not their proprietary.
What is happening? Why am I being? What is going? What the fuck just happened? This game, man. Like, I was just getting driven through to the point where I just got metamorphed into the other car. Car mating, exactly, Tim. Like, hit me or pass me but don't be literally inside me. Come on. I don't know how long it's going to take for this game to not have problems. We're 9 months in now. I'm sorry. That's on me. That's on me. That's on me. I apologize. I thought I had the road. Thought I had the clearance. I did not consent. No, I did not.
There's one corner you want to cut it so bad. Makes you pay the price when you do it.
I think you're the only person to vote no.
Don't worry, Furry will be in here soon.
Great. Hold on, Puff. Crazy fix work. Turn base on before PS5. Force feedback fixed. Really? Really? Like back to the way it was before? True force and all, or can you replicate that? See if you can. I would see if you can replicate that on repeat. Like basically, Puff, do the reverse order of it. Turn the PlayStation and the base off, then turn PlayStation on a couple times in a row, and then with the base afterwards, and see if the problem comes back, and then do it the opposite way and see if it goes away. That way you can like these are so much faster than the LMDHs. It's not even funny. And they drive better. They're more fun. Like, these cars make the LMDHs just pointless to be in the game, honestly. And that's okay. Like, honestly, these are my favorite car, or some of my favorite cars in GT7. And there's some of my favorite cars in this. And LMDHs don't really intrigue me a whole lot in any game. They're good to have. They are fun. But these are more fun.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Nothing really speaks out to me about them.
Really? Oh, that's good to know. I'm glad it worked out. Pass that along to the people. I'm gonna try it on mine. Although, I'll see if I can. I definitely feel some funky things. Oh my god! Forget it. I give up. It's hard at the small track with a big grid and fast cars and not slow cars, but the GT3s and even the LMDHs are slow by comparison. Replicated 3 times, all good now. No shit. Well, that's good. I would pass that on to the other Logitech users. I'll try, like I said, I'll try it on mine. I definitely felt some weird things in mine. What I noticed today, what was happening on stream with mine, I don't know if you got a chance to watch mine at all. For some reason, the wheelbase, the RS50, kept resetting to 530 steering ratio. Even though I set it to 1080 manually, every time I booted the game up with the base already on, it would reset it to 530. And the thing is that you can change your steering ratio. The wheel was still 1-to-1 in the game, no matter what. So if you turn the wheel 90 degrees at 1080 ratio programmed on the base, it would still turn the visual wheel 90 degrees. But if you set it to, it would reset to 530, and it would be 90 degrees 1-to-1 again. But it felt like complete total dog shit. It was like wanting to snap out of my hands, and when I'd go to turn the wheel, like kick and cog on me. And it was it kept resetting to 530 from 1080. I don't know why, but when I set it back to 1080, it was, I don't want to say fine. It was good enough, to where I could race and not have problems with it. But it was not anything I would call the best force feedback I've ever experienced. But I would check for that, Puff. See if when it does feel like shit, see if it resets your the ratio. Or the steering angle, sorry. I run it at 1080. Still on GT7 preset? No, I run the settings that I gave you on my RS50, the ones I sent you pictures of. That's my that's the best I could get it to feel. To have like resistance. It doesn't clip though. You would think that turning every setting up to max, it never clips. It's weird. All right, so we got 14 votes. Those of you who are watching, keep on voting. Should GT7 make its way into the multiplayer roster? 86% say yes, 14% say no. I want to bring it into the roster because I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm one of the, 4.5 people, I'm the half a person, that likes the new physics.
So we got a physics update recently.
Big time on GT7, yeah. And the biggest complaint I see, the biggest complaint that I have seen, like the most common complaint on YouTube videos, like in comments, is that they made it basically drive like project cars. I'm like, oh, so they made it good. Because GT7 drove like shit, I'm sorry. I mean, like, I know GT7 guys sort of, especially the guys who got really good at GT7, really started to just like their skill set and how much faster they were. But I'm sorry, GT7 did. You drive any other sim, and I will give GT7. I'm not going to divide it between sim and simcade. It's a sim. If it's simulating racing, it's a sim. You know, even if it's got some arcadey aspects to it, I don't give a shit. I'm not going to sit here and split hairs. I really don't care.
Wish it would come to the PC so I can try it out.
I wish. It's never gonna. You're better. It's never gonna. It's honestly, in my opinion, it's PlayStation's golden goose right now. Especially if Sony's announcing no more exclusives ever going to PC. Well, Gran Turismo is the only exclusive that's never gone to PC. So, every Final Fantasy, every Squaresoft or Square Enix game, everything ever made that's been once a Sony exclusive has made its way to PC. Not Gran Turismo. So, if Gran Turismo hadn't made it yet, it's definitely not going to do it ever now. So, fortunately, I need to continue having a PlayStation. I shouldn't say unfortunately, but it's just annoying to be forced to, like, I have zero reason to have an Xbox. I'd build another computer before I got an Xbox. There's just no reason for me to have an Xbox. But a PlayStation, because of exclusives, and a lot of exclusives that I want to be part of, I'm kind of forced to, get one. Project Cars 2 is in your sim rotation. That's my point. Todd, have you played Gran Turismo 7? Or Gran Turismo at all? There are definitely some things in Gran Turismo where it's like, okay, they made it, certain things get too easy. Like, I think the soft tires in Gran Turismo 7 are a bit too OP. But, like, I did some back-to-back driving in similar cars on similar tracks with hard tires in Gran Turismo 7, and then either hard or mediums, depending on what the car was in PMR. And I found a lot of similarities, and in my opinion, Gran Turismo 7's physics update did close the gap on PMR's physics. Now, PMR's is still, generally speaking, better. But I thought PMR's was disgustingly better prior to the update, so. But people are worried about the skill gap getting tighter on GT7 because the cars, they are technically easier to drive because they, in my opinion, they make more sense. But
good for console players, yeah.
It's very divided right down the middle, though, because everything always is, right?
Yeah, it's all subjective.
It is, and my opinion, like, I was watching the that Snake something guy, the Jack dude, he's pretty fucking fast. Split one guy on Gran Turismo 7, and he said it's he gave a pretty, like, fair review in my opinion. But he said basically that he thinks in the long run most of the player base will prefer this, and I agree. I do agree. It's gonna be like a knee-jerk reaction right now because all of the guys that were like they like kind of mastered the slippy lack of whatever physics of Gran Turismo 7. I'm gonna try. All right, retired my PlayStation account, so that's the one's not on the track. Totally forgot what I was saying. Sick.
It's all good.
Oh, basically all the guys that were like really good at Gran Turismo 7, like the fast guys, they're going to be the most upset about it because, you know,
of course,
they were the best at it. They were the best at the niche of driving that Gran Turismo was. And now all of the average players that struggled with the lack of everything coming from that, because everything's muscle memory. Even if the physics are bad, the tires are bad, you can just, if you do something enough, muscle memory takes over, and you eventually learn how to do it. You know, no matter how good or bad it is. Oh boy, I gotta click on the screen. Oh, whoa, what was that? That was weird.
Somebody didn't go off the line.
That's what I mean by breaking my wrist.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude, that fucking hurt. That fucking hurt a lot.
That Lambo killed me, man.
Oh, what the fuck? That was my car. I'm sorry. What the fuck? I hit retire and it didn't retire me. That was the car that didn't go on the grid was my PlayStation car.
All right, whoever's in this green Lamborghini, come on, man. If you can't keep up, just drive safely. I spun out all over the road like 3 times. Every time he hit me.
Someone dislocated a thumb the other night. Oh boy. Oh boy.
What game? This one?
I don't know. Probably. My RS50 doesn't generate enough forces like that. Because like at one point I was racing today with Fway, and he intentionally hit me, and I had one hand on the wheel, and it barely moved my hand. Like I felt the crash, but like at my Simagic, you know, if I have both hands on it and someone does that, it'll rip the wheel out of my hand. Unless I'm like really prepared for it, you know? I do hope that Logitech makes a like a G Pro replacement, like a Gen 2 essentially, where they adapt all the RS50 tech to it and they make it like 15 or 16 newton meters or something like that. I would push to get one of those as and replace my RS50. Called the RS100.
Control in the,
no, they don't. That's like no. I wish they did. It's like it's the biggest problem with Logitech is there's no oscillation control. So it's just baked into the firmware, and it's like, oh, it feels bad.
Not to be a snob or anything, but like, kind of need that these days.
I mean, it's not being a snob. It's a shortcoming. And the thing is, Logitech is big. I'm like I was saying earlier today, I'm a big Logitech fan. I've been using their stuff my entire life. Mice, keyboards, you know, you name it. I use all their shit. I've been a huge proponent of that company, and I like their sim gear, but they make good stuff. They just don't make enough of it. It's like they're only half stepping into the sim racing space as a company. You know?
Oh my god! What the fuck? Sorry, Evan.
What?
I just got murdered. Why does this guy keep hitting me, man? How about that?
Probably learning. Probably learning. Yeah. It's a hard track, man. Well, it's not really a hard track. It's a new track.
No, it's a new track to learn, no doubt. These turns are very unique, and they're
This track really was built for
require, like-
JP1, in my opinion.
yeah.
Like, it's these cars just relish on it. Like, they make the LMDHs look broken on this track. Feel safe with your 3.2? Yeah, Tim. In my opinion, like, it's like everything else. If you're content with what you've got, don't upgrade. You know, like, if you're happy with what you've got, don't upgrade ever. Everybody always sort of has this motivation to want better shit all the time in life. It's not really necessary.
I'll tell you what to upgrade to. Upgrade to at least, if you're going to be on a console, I'd be on Moza all day long.
Well, I think Fanatec's the way to go for console, because they got about the heaviest basses and stuff, and they have a plentiful eco. I mean, so does Moza in terms of having a plentiful ecosystem, but
they have the best software going besides.
Bro, it's a console. The only software you can use is what's on the bass.
Yeah, but you can change. If you have the phone app, you can change it to Bluetooth on your wheelbase and change your settings from your phone. And up to a R12, you can even upgrade the firmware with your phone.
I want to say, though, that the DD
port.
Plus, or whatever the biggest Fanatec one is, got the firmware update that goes to 18 newton meters now. Went from 15 to 18.
Yeah.
So, like, as far as heavy basses go, I mean, Fanatec's the way to go if you're a die-hard, like, console sim racer. Logitech or Moser would be my more practical recommendations, but Fanatec is going to be your most sim enthusiast level console stuff. And then on PC, you got 800 different brands. You can pick. They're all. That's what I love about it on in general, though. Well, except for Thrustmaster. Thrustmaster is probably one of the few brands that I could say is not a good brand. Nothing to do with their wheels. As a company, their brand is just. They've burned me so many times in life. Like the way I, sing the praises of Logitech is polar opposite with Thrustmaster. Like polar opposite. Everything I've ever had from Thrustmaster broke. A moment, like in a very short. Oh yeah, Thrustmaster's been garbage to me.
It sucks. Thrustmaster was good for me, but
they're old controllers.
I race with a lot of guys, right?
Yeah.
I race with a lot of guys. They got my club, and I've kind of taken in this bit of information that people that have changed over from Fanatec to Moza are generally happier, have been more well pleased. But a lot of them were coming from the CSL DD 5 or 8 newton meter.
Yeah.
And they went into like 12 or 15 or 16 newton meter wheelbases from Moza.
Yeah.
But the software, you can control your oscillation. It has a lot of good whiz-bang features that's good on the frequency side. That I don't think you'll find quite yet with the Fanatec. Hold on a second, my son's here.
Yep. Some people might not use the line if they don't. Yeah. I always, especially on fictional tracks like this, because you have to understand, a track like this, no one has ever driven since today. It's not like it's the same track from another game, a real track that's been added to this game. It's a completely made-up track. This is the first version of it to ever be made. So there's no one's built muscle memory. Highly recommend using the line. I'm using the shit out of it right now. I knew not to push right there, too. Not a good lap, too. Son of a bitch. Well, last to third. I'll take that. One thing that I have a distinct advantage on my actual PC from a sim standpoint is my brake pedal. I hate that RS50 brake pedal. It's just, even though it's a load cell, I have all of the squishy polymer, what the hell is it called? Anyway, I have it as stiff as it can go, and it's like pushing into a mashed potato. That's my only real complaint with my travel rig setup. The wheel has no effect on my actual driving, but the brake pedal definitely I'm right back in the seat, and it's like, holy shit, the brake is perfect. And I get in that, I gotta adjust for like an hour on the brakes. What's going on, Too Bad? What's going on, Trev? You guys getting involved or what? What wheel do you have, Tim? What brand, I mean?
Who's this EJR Performance?
That's my douchebag alter ego. If you guys think I'm a douchebag here, you should see me and the performance side of things, where I actually know what I'm talking about and I'm not just guessing. You think I'm cocky now? Oh boy. Oh boy. I abuse my customers. I call them cocksuckers and they throw money at me. It's weird. Not literally, but pretty similarly, all things considered. All right, let's do the long track.
The long one's about 4 minutes.
Yeah, she's goody. Charming douche, yes. Do we like those cars? You want any changes up?
I love the JP ones on this track.
Same. I think this might be I don't want to say the only car I'm going to run on these tracks, but it's my go-to, without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And my PlayStation's still working, so that hasn't exploded yet. That's good. Okay. Yeah, so I had one. I did the crash that I actually experienced on both PlayStation and PC, ironically, were the same crash. So a crash to desktop on this, and then a crash to... What the fuck? Yo, this game.
Crash again.
No, I didn't crash. Did anybody see the BMW LMDH just spawn in? Like, it's doing it again! Every go. Dude, this game is hysterical. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Oh, that car's going all over the place. What the?
They're all doing it.
Oh, they're all doing it.
Every car that's
hell?
Are you guys seeing this on your ends too, or is it just my screen?
It's all the LMDHs. They're all fucking like upside down and.
LMDH does this on PMR Test Track too. This is wild.
Yeah, it was both two LMDHs.
That's hysterical. See, these are some of those.
That's probably one of mine. I sucked.
These are some of those bugs where it's like you can't even get mad. It's embarrassing, but like you can't even get mad because it's like I feel like you got to go out of your way to make that happen. Fucking Twilight Zone, boys.
Yeah, I was not happy to pick an LMDH in this race. Okay.
Let's see, PXN V10 Pro, my PS5, even though it's not directly compatible with the PS5, I have an N5 converter that makes it work. Gotcha. Yeah, I wish the Sigma Cortex still worked for the newer Simagic bases. They work for the older ones, so they can they basically, the Sigma Cortex turns the signal from a Simagic base into a Fanatec base, so it basically lies and says it's a Fanatec, and it allows you to play on PlayStation. But this base is too new for that, and they don't make the Sigma Cortex anymore, which sucks, because if that was the case, my PlayStation would go right there on the wall, and I wouldn't need to have a second rig set up to play PlayStation for simming, because I need a wheelbase that works.
Come on.
Only the LMDH cars. That's so weird. Oops, there goes gravity. VTA 666, yeah. Not enough downforce. Yeah, they got reverse downforce, so any gust of wind lifts them up. Not enough downforce. So far, the polls getting dominated. Yes, this is one of the more one-sided polls. Could GT7 make its way into multiplayer roster? I do have to test that a bit off stream. I was considering testing it tonight, but I want to test it off stream first. That way I don't go in blind. I've played, obviously, multiplayer customs in GT7 before, but never on, like, a streamed mass scale. And I don't remember, because everybody I've ever played with on GT7, I've invited them to my lobby. Can you find lobbies? I don't remember. Anybody who's played GT7...
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, whatever you just asked, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, this is you and Cracker. I don't know. I uninstalled GT7 since DMR's come out.
Yeah.
But this is frustrating. LMDHs, I would never run it Trak, ever.
Yeah. LMGHs are, they've been problematic since, I think this is the best they've ever been, for sure. But they still got problems, man.
Yeah. I don't know, someone else mentioned.
Yeah. Oyster, exactly. Imagine this happening live at Gamescom.
Oh, gosh.
From my understanding, the Gamescom is a demonstration. It's not like the expo where, like, it's all trial stuff. I don't exactly know what they're doing there, though. Boris was alluding...
Lamborghini coming out. I'm assuming they're going to release it.
It's possible. Boris was alluding to something in the other stream, or a stream the other day, about if I knew about what was coming, the secret whatever on something about the 26th, the day of the first day of Gamescom. I don't know anything about it. So it's probably I'm not a Giants partner. He is. So I don't get the, like there's...
Could be, Evan. You have almost
I don't want to be... No,
current streamers.
I don't want to be a Giants partner. No, nothing against Giants. I don't. I already get enough shit as it is, getting, early access to some things. I don't want any... I don't want multiple parties involving me. And I even said to, some of the devs, I'm like, honestly, like, I kind of... Even though, like... Because I didn't get any, like, patch notes for this most recent update, like, ahead of time. So I kind of went into the update sort of blind. I knew some things that were coming, but, like, I didn't have, like, in this case, like, Giants has, like, a package they send out to everybody who's partnered with them, and they get all the information and stuff. I didn't get anything, and, honestly, it was kind of nice. It was kind of nice to just go in blind and see what we got, But honestly, this game's been so controversial and so problematic that I'd say they listen to me in terms of, like, because I pretty much find bugs for them. Sort of my thing. And I'd say 25% of the time they actually fix things I report. And I understand that sometimes they can't find the bugs, they can't fix the bugs, or they don't have the resources to fix the bugs, but I've reported every issue that I have seen in this game. Console, PC, I have reported to somebody at it straightforward. At some point. Like Sora explained to me that the bug that crashes, that's been crashing people in the lobby to, like, desktop or to Sony, whatever, is they are fully aware of that actual crash. So telling them about it doesn't matter, which is fine. I'm okay with not telling you about it. Just fix it.
Well, I've had 2 crashes tonight already, and I do on the PlayStation. I do accept and send the report. I think that's what it's called.
I did that today with the one I got. But, like, that's the thing. Like, That can't happen. You can accept a crash to desktop every once in a while on PC because that's kind of like PC gaming and it's just part of the industry. But like on console, that just cannot be a thing. Console should always be the stable experience, but the more simplified, slightly lesser experience. That's what consoles have been against PC since they've been around. But in this case, the PC seems to be the more stable platform for this game. Jesus Christ. K-Mac, I wouldn't say avoid. I would say err on the side of caution. I still, like, I have about, I think, 75 hours on PS5 in this game. Most of my time on PS5 has been nothing but fun. But there have been their crashes that are just unnecessary, stupid, shouldn't exist crashes. Like, you'll be, like, spectating someone just like I'm doing right now, and out of nowhere, you'll get the error report screen and it crashed. You know? That's the type of stuff that can't happen. But, it's sort of like, the best way I can explain it, K-Mac, you're walking across a minefield when you play this game, and there's a sign that says there's a mine located right here where every single one is. But watch your ass. You never know. Every once in a while, one of those signs is just a little bit off. I won't even attempt to take... With the way these LMDHs understeer right now, I won't even attempt. How much time is left in the quali? 5 minutes. We're going to be doing these most of the night, so... No, it doesn't have support for PSVR 2. It does not. This game is still very much in a beta stage. I would say it launched in an alpha stage, honestly. Everybody says it launched in... I know it was not a beta game at launch. It's a beta game now. It launched in alpha. Because it's... If you really think about it, right? Like, it's very easy to get overwhelmed by the current problems with the game. But if you think about where we were when we first got this game... That was bad. Remember, like, when the host would crash and just be in the sky? Like, 50-50 chance the host crashes as soon as they hit drive. You know? We don't have those bugs. There's so many bugs that are gone. There's obviously still a bunch, but... Man. It's crazy to think the game has come so far. And still has so far to go. The game... Here's the thing. It's... wildly better game than launch. Like, honestly, genuinely speaking, it is so much better of a game than it was at launch. I gotta spectate. That's something that's not an LMDH. These cars are... There we go. Watch Sujo. Good luck. You're on Canon camera. This game is... Here's the thing, though, K-Mac, right? While this is the most frustrating sim that I have, but it's given me the most fun. Period. Like, by a landslide. This game... My peak fun moments in sim racing, this game has given me the most fun. It's also pissed me off a lot, but... So, it's highs and lows. Highs and lows. I'd sacrifice a little bit of peak fun to get rid of all those lows. Get a drink quick. I think after this race, I'm going to make myself a bloody.
We got some vodka, did you?
Oh, I did. Unhandled. Admittedly, though, it does play really good on PlayStation. I actually had a better time today on PlayStation than I thought I was going to have. Outside of the one crash that did completely rob me of a potentially really good race, I had a really good time on PlayStation today. But I only had one crash. Other guys have had like 57, so. I have to, because like here's the thing. It's an engine level crash. It's a hard game crash, which means it's not like netcode. But I have to wonder if internet and netcode, and just I hate the word netcode because it's such a blanketed statement for all of the things that it could possibly be. It's such a generic word, but anyway, between netcode and people's actual internets and connectivity is like, say for example, is packet loss. If packet loss happens, is it causing an actual engine level crash? You know, get some stutters out of this guy. Oh, it's you, Sujo. But I just don't know. I have no idea why why the crashes are happening. I know, like, the way I have my setup here, I have really good internet, and I have both my PlayStation and my PC hardwired in on Cat 8 cable. So I've ruled out anything mechanical on my end, and I do have a good experience by comparison to others. So I don't know if that plays its part. I know it plays some part, because obviously bad internet, doesn't matter how great the game is or bad the game is, bad internet's going to ruin your experience online. But 2026, I would imagine people's internets are somewhat decent on average. Got fed up hearing netcode with iRacing? Yeah. Well, look at what happened with LMU. They had to roll their new netcode back. No one's safe. But, like, you would think, for example, right? LMU has made a substantial amount more money than they ever intended, right? So you would think that, okay, some of that money is extra pocketed money because, hey, we did great, which that's how it should be. But at the same time, some of that should go extra into the game to add more to the game, develop more of the game. And they're reading an update where they were super hyped on their new netcode. They're saying, oh, it was great before, it's going to be even better now. We're really excited about it. And then it came out and it was a disaster. I didn't play it enough to have problems, but the people who played it a lot had a bunch of problems. So I ended up rolling it back to the older netcode. But like, you would think that with all the money, with all the resources, with all the extra stuff, they would have time with a. They're not in the state that PMR's in where they got to get stuff out there to fix the game. There's not nearly as many problems with LMU, but yet they still introduced a broken netcode and they had to roll it back. So, like I said, nobody is safe in any game. And it's a shame. You stop paying attention to LMU. Here's. Yeah, it's a good game, but it's not for me. That's the best thing I can come up with LMU. It's a good game, but it's just not for me. It's not my good game, you know. There's only a few things they need to do, in my opinion, to make it a game, like a viable game for me to want to play, to actually want to play. For one, you need to be able to do custom lobbies for free. You can't. If I have to rent a server and pay my actual money to play a digital racing game where I have other games that I can do that for free, I'm going to play the ones for free. I'm not going to pay to play a game with my friends. You would think you would pay for, like, to get into, like, competitions, because that's what real racing is, right? Go race your friends for free all day long. But you want to get into a competition that matters, then you got to pay for that. That's real life. So why in LMU am I forced to race the sweats, the diehards, the guys that only do this round the clock? But my friends who want to be casuals with LMU like me, I have to pay to race. So it's shit like that that really, really turns me off with LMU. But that being said, though, LMU's still a good game, but it's not mine. Yeah, constant issues with it. I tell you, and or Puff, I agree with that notion. Realistically, if you like PMR, if you are a console player and you like PMR and want PMR to succeed, I promise you this. You would want AMS2 long before LMU. You don't want LMU like you think you do. Because AMS2 is a finished, glorified version of PMR. Yes, there are some of the driving aspects in PMR that are better than AMS2, like suspension. Suspension's a big one. But in general, AMS2 is the successor to Project Cars 2, and this is maybe eventually. You know? Maybe eventually.
One day over the rainbow.
For it to click us over so I can cancel my...
Come on, mate. Nail this stop.
Officially off the grid this time, so it's not gonna know he's gonna hit it. Whoa, hello. Why did it go into third? That's the second time that happened. No, no, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Don't hit me! All right, we got away somewhat. Not really scot-free, but we're ahead of the trouble.
Damn it. Sorry, Troy.
They can figure out how to not spin me 180 and have me facing opposite direction of the track. That'd be great.
Yeah, it's like sort of my curse personally. I'm whenever I lose control, I'm going the wrong direction every time.
Yeah, every time. A little slip on the frickin' grass and I'm 180s.
I wish these cars were in AMS too, man. These really are just incredible cars, but you need a track to make them, because like it's one of those things where these cars are so wild with what they can do that if you're on the wrong track, it's just boring because there's no driving involved. They're too grippy, you know. But when you put them on a track like this, all of a sudden, these cars are like the car to use, you know. That's why I said I really feel like, because in all of the early like footage and stuff like that, anytime Tom may have sent me like a test video showing me something, he was using these cars on this track. So he definitely developed this track with the I want to say Evos, the JP1s in mind.
They seem to be a lot faster than the LMDHs right now too. I don't know how accurate it is in real life.
I'm pretty confident. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty confident these cars are actually faster.
Certainly more downforce too.
Because the LMDHs,
to me, I thought,
yeah, the LMDHs actually aren't faster through the turns than the GT3s. They're just faster cars. So these, I can tell you, are faster through turns than the GT3s. So, like, if they have more power and they have more grip, you would imagine they are just faster, you know. But without looking up lap times, I am technically guessing. I'm just doing basic math there. They're supposed to have a career mode KMAT coming, but the Z2A app, which is a program that somebody made, like essentially a mod, they created their own single-player experience, and it's actually pretty incredible. I highly recommend Z2A, or it's called Zero to Apex. Highly recommend it. I'm telling you, I'm such a big... It pisses me off so much that modders can do, as one person, can do things that entire studios can't do. I understand that they're clear of the politics, and the politics can very much slow down studios and get in the way a lot of the time. But still, one person.
Is that available on console, or is that just a PC thing?
What? AMS2?
No. You're talking about making like custom career.
It's a computer thing. It's a program. I mean, it's been called an app, which it kind of drives me nuts. It's an exe file, which essentially makes it kind of not an app. But it's a program that you install and you run the program, and you don't even open Steam. You open the program and you set up the game and you play the game. The game, like, imagine you boot up Gran Turismo 7, right? And you see like the map or the grid and all that stuff there. The guy has essentially created his own game, and it just uses AMS2 content and tracks to run the game.
That's amazing.
It's fucking phenomenal. It's truly insane. Like, I don't operate anything in AMS2, the game itself, the menu. I don't touch the game. I literally only use the app, and then when I click Go Race, it just spawns me in AMS2 in the race.
It's literally hosting everything.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's dummy-proof. It is absolutely dummy-proof. It is a lazy man's dream.
Don't try to sell me a PC, man.
What's that?
I said, don't try to sell me a PC. I've done that route before. Oh, man. But there's so much I'm missing by not being on PC.
In the sim racing space, unfortunately, that is the way it is. And the console space is always going to be starved in the on sim racing. It's just the way it is. Not saying it's fair. I'm just saying it is what it is.
Right.
Close, Only. It's Zero to Apex. Close.
I just did a 720. That is a 720 spin.
I was very confused what you were referring to. That makes more
Sorry,
sense.
yeah, I should have mentioned that.
Play since 2024, I feel like LMU's his hype trend. Yeah. LMU is a very love-hate game. It's either your favorite game or you just don't like it. And I am one of the people that just don't like it. You know, but to some people, it is the absolute best thing. But it very much, and this isn't, actually, no, this isn't even disrespectful, because this was a juggernaut in gaming. But LMU is basically the Fortnite of sim racing. They jumped into an industry that was already dominated by somebody else and actively created a decent product, but also simultaneously got lucky. And now that's just the thing to do. The same way Fortnite was. People would jump in, would learn how to play Fortnite because it's all their friends were doing. Even if they didn't want to play Fortnite, they'd be like, well, my friends are all playing Fortnite, so I guess that's just what I'm going to be doing from now on. And they eventually would get good at it and play it, and that's their game. You know? That almost happened with me with Palworld. I installed Palworld. And if Palworld were free, I probably would have given it more of a fair shake. I gave it about 20 minutes, and I'm like, nope, not for me. I'm out. I don't care how much of an epidemic this game is. I'm good. LME's just R Factor 3, yeah. I would like to see them do some consumer-friendly things in the future, because then I probably would pick it up. Like, again, custom lobbies where you can host a lobby for free and not have to pay money. And I don't mind having to download a server program and make a server like I do in Race Room. I'm fine with that. As long as it doesn't charge me, you know? But the way you got to do what they want when they want is like, you don't really have any freedom in the game. So every once in a while, a great race comes around, like, yes, I want to do this in LMU. But then the next 3 weeks, it's all races that I have no interest in doing. So I just don't play the game. And it's not like you're getting some, like, excitement of, like, a different, like imagine, like, if LMU had a car selection of, like, AMS2 or a PMR or something where there was a big variety of cars where, hey, this week's race is a boring track, but it's check out what car it is. It's the wild car. You know, like Monza's boring as sin to me. But you throw me in a Group C race, and that's an entertaining race again, you know? But you put me in an MX-5 or a GT3, and I'm going to fall asleep on Monza. And it's such a popular ranked race. Be able to move HUD elements? Yeah, right? But that being said, I have to acknowledge it is a very good game. Just not for me at the moment. They could change things to it, and eventually it would be like, hey, you know what? This is a game that I actually want to play. But for now, I got plenty of those already. GT7, for me, fixed the one thing I absolutely hated about it. I'm not saying it's the best experience, but it's so much better than it was that I actually can play GT7 now and just enjoy driving the cars. Like, that was something I never got out of GT7 in the past, was like solo time trial stuff. Getting better at driving the car. It was not fun to me. There was no enjoyment from driving the cars. I got a lot of fun racing and racing friends and stuff. That was a lot of fun. But in this game, the most fun I have is doing time trials. Because I enjoy the cars. But I actually found myself earlier doing some solo stuff in GT7. I'm actually oddly enjoying myself. Also, chat, anybody in the lobby, if you guys crashed, tell me in the actual lobby. Or in the YouTube chat, I mean.
Isn't Rensport supposed to be having an update soon? A roadmap or something?
They've had a roadmap update every week for like 9 months. I wait for an update to come out and I'll take a look at it then, you know? That's me. When the update comes out, I'll happily take a look at it and I'll review it fairly. But until then, outside of the 90s DTMs, there's nothing for me to do in that game. And because nobody's playing it, nobody's actually playing it. This game's got close to nobody playing it, but there are still people playing it, especially if you're into like leagues and have your own sort of gatherings and things like that. But Rensport's just tumbleweeds.
Yeah, I had my nephew come over. He wanted to see it. He's like, this looks like this compared to VMR. I said, I know.
It very much is.
There's some aspects of it that I like.
Looking,
hope
for sure.
that there's some improvement soon.
They did a really good job with the 90s DTMs. Like, if there's something you're interested in, like a reason to buy Rensport, especially on console, it's the 90s DTMs. Like, I mean, it literally rivals race rooms, and race rooms, that's their like bread and butter.
You're talking about the Beamer, right? That's in there.
The BMW, the Mercedes, the Alfa Romeo.
Okay.
They're essentially Super Tours, but they're 90s DTMs.
Gotcha. Yeah, he was racing that. He liked that one. He felt he
they're
thought
really,
it felt good.
Yeah, they're really good
The
cars.
LMDH is in it. I tend to like how those handle versus
Well,
PMR right now.
They're relatively easy and forgiving, but they are fun in that regard, though. They are, in my opinion, too forgiving, but forgiving can be fun. Whereas broken can be torturous.
I agree with that.
But
easier to drive. They sound better, but yeah, it's physics are not the same.
yeah, when I was getting better at driving the LMDHs months ago, when I was actually driving them in Ren Sport, I found that I was just all of my pace was from under driving, because I was driving them like other sims, and once I kind of tricked my brain into going just ignore reality and just push, I went faster and I didn't crash. So that's what I mean by like they're a little too forgiving.
Right.
They've captured all the elements like really well.
Evidence.
Like they've got them really good. They just, in my opinion, they gotta neuter grip a little bit, and then they'll be right where they should be.
Right.
Because they got tons of grip, front and rear. It's so hard to lock the front tires up in Ren Sport on the LMDH. It's like so hard. Yeah, same K-Mac. We'll see. The great thing about sim racing is it doesn't seem like it's going anywhere. It's very much a competitive industry. The problem is there's not a lot of money in the industry. It's a niche of a niche. So the overall, you combine iRacing's money, LMU's money, all of these titles, and they don't even equate to just Gran Turismo 7. And Gran Turismo 7 doesn't even touch a single shooter like 1 year of Call of Duty. So even the biggest juggernaut of racing games doesn't hold a candle to any of the other Me Too games like Call of Duty and stuff. But like, look at it like this. LMU and all of its success and all of its glory has about, at its daily peak. Actually, I'll look at the numbers once I finish this lap. I'll show you what I mean by how it's just such a niche of a niche.
Jesus.
GG's. PS5 still hasn't crashed, so. Oh yeah, so let's see. For example, all right. So let's look up LMU. Concurrent. All right. So LMU today, its 24-hour peak was 5,500, right? Now let's do FH6. Forza Horizon 6's peak today was essentially 30, well, it's more like 29,167. So, you know, you're talking a little less than 1/6 of the player base. Peak for peak. And 90% of the player base has already fallen off of Forza Horizon 6. And it still has 6 times the daily players of LMU, the, like, grandstanding simulator game right now. So, in terms of racing sims, it's such a small industry that even the, like, juggernauts are tiny compared to unsuccessful mainstream racing games. Because when I say unsuccessful, I mean
Thank God.
their peak is 1/10. They went from 302,000. Here, I'll show you what I mean. All-time peak, 302,000. Daily peak, 29,000. That's 1/10 of the player base left, of the initial player base on just Steam. So that's arguably failing the game. That's a massive crash. And yet LMU, on its biggest high, is still 1/6 of that 1/10 of the original players of Forza Horizon. So, yeah, it's very much a tiny little industry. Want to continue on Apex, or we want to switch up? What do you guys want to do? Let's do the fast Apex track.
Hey, gents, I'm out. Have a great evening.
You too,
Great
sir.
weekend.
Yep. And to make the stats even worse in favor of sim racing, or not in favor of sim racing, that is the only way to play LMU on Steam. So that's 5,500 in its entirety. And there is no single-player experience or offline. Maybe, I don't know if those numbers count as... That's got to count towards offline. I don't actually know. I don't know that entirely. But either way, that's the only way to play the game is through Steam. Forza Horizon, you've got Steam. You've got Game Pass. You've got the Microsoft Store, which I don't know if the Microsoft Store and Game Pass are one now. Have a go, K-Mac. Oh, there we go with the LMDHs again. Jesus Christ.
I haven't seen mine doing it.
Yes and no, K-Mac, because you can have no internet, and a lot of games will boot and play. And if you have no internet, there's no way for Steam to track you. I'll be right back. Bloody Mary time.
fucking hits a wall and it bounces you the fucking opposite way. Good lord.
Yeah, I would definitely love to see them eventually figure out the crash physics a bit better, where you don't bounce as much. Cars, walls, it's crunchier, you know?
Right. It's just nuts.
It feels like, remember the movie Flubber, with Robin Williams?
Yeah.
Basically the impacts in this game. Shazo at 358 in the Alpine LMDH is actually pretty nice. A shame that a Lamborghini torpedoed into the rear first lap in room. Right? Yeah. How'd AMS2 treat you? Too bad.
Good. Just another grind and learning all the tracks. A lot of restarts.
It's funny, the, yeah.
I figured I'll do this one how you would usually play a career mode and restart, and then work my way into an authentic mode deal.
Do you still have your PlayStation?
Yep. I do. I have a capture card.
I was gonna say you don't even need a capture card anymore. I have a capture card. I didn't use it at all today. No capture card whatsoever.
Oh really? How'd you work that one out? Oh, just
Bro,
off the PlayStation itself? Or?
I'm like shook by how easy it is. Download PS Remote Play. On your computer, download PlayStation Remote Play. Literally, all you gotta do is have your PlayStation hooked up to whatever you're gonna play, right? And then turn it on and make sure Remote Play is enabled on your PlayStation. I don't know if it is by default or not. Sign in to your account on your computer, your PlayStation account, in Remote Play, and then you just link to your PlayStation. And your computer now has an open program that is everything your PlayStation is doing at the entire screen. The menu, everything. It's audio, it's video, it's high resolution, and it's the audio. Everything's one-to-one. There's no delay.
Really?
So all I did when I streamed today's stream was a stream of a stream.
Huh.
My PlayStation was streaming to my computer, and my computer was capturing the image. That's it. No capture card. I was shook, because I was messing with my capture card all last night, getting pissed off why, like, it would only work for a couple seconds, and then it would, like, fail in Streamlabs and shit.
Huh.
Dude, it's so easy. I'm serious. Capture card for sale.
No shit.
Like, I'm going to bring it up on stream right now, actually. From today. Because I've been wanting to stream Gran Turismo 7 for various reasons. I do like Gran Turismo 7. And then, now I found a way. Alright, so.
I have to keep that one in mind.
Is that up? I don't know if you're watching my stream or not, but this is a stream of a stream. There is no capture card in use at all right here.
That ain't bad. It looks like it's coming off a capture card.
Exactly. Exactly. And there's me crashing.
Dude, I'm just happy at just getting a valid fucking lap in. Holy,
Yeah, I'm gonna race from the back.
I'm getting better though. I would imagine you could probably do that off a laptop too, huh, Evan?
Yes, you can use your laptop. I mean, I would, however you would stream normally is how I would do it. I would use I would hardwire. I'll make sure everything's hardwired though. It is a lot of streaming going on.
Right.
I did test it wireless on the PlayStation and it was fine, but I gained quite a bit of speed up and down by going hardwire, and obviously harder to get packet loss and jitter and things like that. So,
Right. Shit, I probably got a Cat 8. I think I have one more Cat 8 sitting around here somewhere.
because my plan was to use remote play to get audio because it's a pain in the ass to capture audio. Because you don't capture the audio through the I can't remember exactly the title. Oh, it's the headset audio. Make a headset work. You capture the game audio with a capture card, but getting a headset to work with the process can be annoying. So I was going to use remote play to capture game audio to stream that, and I ended up just using the whole remote play altogether.
I think I had that same problem.
I'm telling you, it's so simple. Like, this is the Geico shit. It's so easy a caveman can do it.
Right.
I overthought the shit out of it, like trying to figure out how I was going to do this from a convenience standpoint with wires and all this stuff. Who knew? Streaming come so far.
You know, I can't remember if I looked into that or not, whether or not you could do that before I got the capture card or not. I don't remember. I would imagine I'd probably
You could, but
ran
I
into something like
I
that.
had a 1080p capture card, and I bought the 4KX Elgato. Wanted to do with a capture 4K 120, and I've never used it, and I'm never going to use it because I only have it for PlayStation. And now that I can use remote play, that's it. We're good.
Right.
I mean, technically, if I were to have a gaming PC, which I'm never going to do, build a second PC, one for gaming, one for streaming, and then I would have to capture it, then yes, but I'm never going to do that.
Well, you got so much PC anyways. Why
That's
not
the whole
just use
point.
one?
That's a big part
you
of
know?
wanting the 5090 for me, and instead of a 5080, is that extra headroom to stream while gaming, you know, off the same hardware.
All right. Well,
Good luck,
try
everybody.
not to crash.
Good luck, have fun, don't die. You too, Shazo. That carbon GTR is such a nice looking. Ooh, that's crunchy. Fine now. That's weird at first.
Go fuck it.
Studs car one.
I just realized what happened to
Was
Seabird.
already-
He was here a while ago. He said his son showed up and then he disappeared.
Yep. Yeah, he didn't come back. Yeah.
Hey, furry.
Hello.
You never make your presence known, so I have to always check the Discord to see if you're here whenever you're in the race. Oh shit, my bad. This is my PlayStation. Alright, it wasn't. It wasn't just me, thank God. Because I just hit accept. Back me out of the ring.
Focus on the line.
Oh no! Legion!
15 seconds.
Oh no, sorry.
Oh, no.
Pancaked you. Oh my god. Oh no, there it was. As soon as those rear tires kiss that grass, as soon as you touch the throttle. Two AJRs, yeah, one's my PlayStation account, Trev. I'm trying to see if my PlayStation crashes at all tonight in these lobbies. It's not doing anything other than just being present, but that's actually enough to crash, so. Just existing in the lobby is enough to crash the game, so, you know. I really do feel bad. It sucks. So many other guys having crashing problems that I witness, and I'm over here having a, like, just a not that experience, and it just... But it makes me also not want to play it, even if I'm not having the bad experience, because everybody around me is exploding. I don't it doesn't make any sense to me why I have the experience and others don't. But
Oh my god, yep, we did the same fucking thing. And then you try to spin it around, and it just...
Oh, I got killed by the... Oh, what the fuck did I... That's bullshit. All right, Tom, I got a bone to pick with you, buddy. Who put that there? I would have been fine. I'd have been fine making it through that crowd, even though I got hit. But the Geo on the side of the road stopped me dead. And it was just a barrier sticking out of the wall. Well, y'all have fun up there. Good thing I have damage off. Can you imagine if damage was on? Dude, the LMDHs are a joke next to these cars. Admittedly, my car must be on nitrous. I'm just driving around the other, JP1s as well in the straights. Look at this. LMD what? Oh, come on! This is just getting fucking insane at this point. Dude, I've passed the same guys like 3 or 4 times. I pass everybody, then I crash.
It's because we all crashing too.
This has actually been my worst attempt at going around this track today, honestly. Like, this has been the worst one by a landslide.
You gotta drive around like a grandpa just to get a valid lap. Yeah. Words are hard. Whoa, what was that?
I'm just getting track limits to avoid cars at this point. Oh my god!
I'm out.
The bumping off, like you tap the wall and get thrown across the track.
Fucking track, dude, I swear to God. Like, it's fun, but at the same time, it makes me want to bash my head off a damn cinder block.
Well, don't do that. Punch a pillow. Far less physical damage. Same amount of stress relief.
It's like learning the chords all over again. And it took me 20 years to learn that frickin' track.
All right, Sujo, I'm coming for you.
Watch the guy in the middle of the track.
Yeah, well, that's it for me, guys. Appreciate the lobbies.
Yes, sir.
We'll talk at you all later.
Yep.
See ya.
I fucking. I'm done.
Coming.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
When
I'm
you
done.
went
I'm done
by,
with this
so you
race.
too
I'm so
fast.
fucking done. Dude, I can't get around the track right now. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And not to mention, you just can't hit the wall at all of any kind in this game. You just
No,
get
you hit the wall,
slingshotted
you're
so
spinning no matter
fucking
what.
hard. I saw it coming a mile away. I'm like, oh, I cut that. I was trying to get around you, so I went inside, and of course that puts you in the very wrong spot for that turn. And even though I was on the brakes, it didn't matter.
Oh no.
I want to jump on a GTE next. Vote up in the chat, guys, if you haven't. GT7 or not. I'm a fan. I want to get. I'm realistically, I'm probably gonna regardless, but I'm curious to see what the feedback is anyway.
Oh, PS5 cannot play.
What's that?
I don't have a PS5. I can't play.
I don't ever play one game anyway. I have to jump around. It's my own mental stability. I can't play just one game.
Off the racing a bit, what do you think of that new War Dogs coming out?
It looks cool. I haven't played it at all yet. War Dog, ironically, has been playing it. The guy who races War Dog. He's loving it. Yeah, Trev, it's a good track. Guy Tom did a good job. Fast and unforgiving. How I like them. What, women? What do you think of the track, Furry?
Oh yeah, it's really good, but I found it really hard to overtake. I had 3 DXNDB in front of me, and through that sweeping fast sector, I was always catching up to him, and then didn't find any space to overtake there. Questioned to him a few times.
It's
I
tough.
thought I didn't take him out.
Tough. I find that I can overtake easy, but, well, I shouldn't say I can overtake easy. I can, when I have the opportunity to overtake and I can pull it off, it puts me in a bad situation for the next turn.
That's a point finish. Good job, mate.
Yeah, you usually find the wall.
Yeah, find the wall real quick. We get any crashes yet from people? Anybody? Anybody at all?
I had a few.
Like your game crashed, or?
I had one freeze in a session with Seabird before, where I had to basically turn off my PC because I couldn't tab out. It just
Oh, really?
stuck on the splash screen in the end.
I've had to force close the game, but I've never had to restart my PC, thank God, because that would kill my stream. But I've had to force close the game.
The problem is you can't alt tab out, and then I tried switching to 2 monitors, and then both of them said, oh, they didn't have a signal. And then after a couple of minutes, I had to push the button.
Yeah.
What is this track? I think I've been in there before.
Sebring.
Sebring.
Bumpy airport track. Ooh.
Women are like that anyway? Yeah. This is true. Everything feeling good, Puff? Glad to hear it. I might only put like a half hour in. I'm kind of tired. No long stream tonight. What's that?
So this might be my last one.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? My game crashed. That's the bug that Dora told me about when it crashes going back to pits. That's what I just did. Return to pit and crash. Oh man, this game. At least I got my PlayStation. I booted up and joined the race. Oh, actually, you know what? See if I can get in there. I disconnected my PlayStation 1, Fazo. But I crashed on my console, on my PS. Wow. My PS5 I quit, my PC crashed. Yeah, I had the typical bug when you return to pits, the game crashes. That's the big bug that's like breaking the game for a lot of people right now. Is when you return to pits, you crash to desktop, or in PlayStation's case, you crash to PlayStation, whatever. Start playing Gran Turismo. Fuck it. It works. Yeah, there's a whole lot. There's a whole lot, Shazo. The bug that's happening though, Slick, is it's not specific to PlayStation. That bug that just crashed me right there is the one that's crashing. It's just crashing more on PlayStation, but it is the same one. Yeah, the big find you did today was a big one. Yeah. Crash the desktop, Bob. Yep. Yeah, here we go. This is gonna be my last race. I don't feel like dealing with all the crashes.
Bad luck, mate. We didn't set a time. We're going to back to the race. Gonna be a
Shorter stream night. I was even debating even getting on, because honestly I'm just not in the mood, but don't feel like dealing with crashing. Just because It's hard. It's hard to justify playing something when there's so many other things that don't have these problems that are an enjoyment to play. Like now that GT7's physics are different and they feel decent to me, and now that I realize it's that easy to stream it too, that's a viable option to have some fun with, you know? AMS2. It's hard. It's hard to stick around with this shit. No matter how good cars feel, bugs just take the fun right out of it. Especially crashes. Oh, Zach left. I wonder if that was a crash. It's just a matter of getting used to it, Bob. I don't mind it.
Focus on the line.
You don't know why you don't? Why? What do you think's stopping you?
Yellow flag. Watch out for debris.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I see that. I think this is the only way this game even has a future. Is leagues, community stuff. You know. I don't have. The reality is, as much as I would love to have my own like dedicated community of people who race, I don't have a consistent enough life to be able to schedule things. I can barely schedule confidently to be in your league, Slick. You know. I know I have a stream schedule, but even that is circumstantial, you know? Oh, that bug's still there. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, it's just frustrating. And I am never have been, never will be one of those people that's a glutton for punishment for just torturing myself with something to try and make something work. I'd rather just walk away until the problems that plague it go away. The problem is that problems just don't stop. You know? Have a good one, Slick. Thanks for stopping by. Like, it's annoying that Gran Turismo felt so good today. That's how you know. How you know. Same other visual bugs are still here. Same, Vader, same. Going on, Jamal. Yeah, it's cool. That is it for me.
Fantastic driving. You're the winner.
I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
Tired and unmotivated. Probably should take
Too
the
many
night off.
Bloody Marys.
Anyway, boys, if I don't, I'll probably do some gaming tomorrow night. I don't know if I'll be streaming anything, so if you guys want to jump on, see. You guys have a good weekend.
You gonna run
though.
this, or you gonna run GT7?
I have no idea yet.
Alright.
The wind, whichever way the wind blows.
Cool. All right.
All right, boys. They're...
Oh, my game just crashed during all that.
Oh, nice. Perfect way to end it.
Yeah. Don't you even have to close it.
Fucking Project Motor Racing, boys.
Oh, closed it for you.
They'll fix it in 2030.
We ain't got that kind of time.
No, we don't. That's
Later.
for damn sure. All right, boys. You take care.
Later.
Yeah, that's it for me. That's it for me, guys. Here's the poll. Come on. All right, folks. I'll probably do some gaming tomorrow. I don't know if I'll stream at nighttime or not. I like to take the weekends off from all streaming, but if I get bored or motivated enough, you know, that usually changes things. So anyway, folks, if I don't see you, I'll see you Monday. Monday, I plan on doing a, I don't know what I plan on doing, honestly. I was going to do a PMR PC versus PS5 stream. Might just do a GT7 stream. Just fully go into that. Anyway, that's it for me. Folks, you all have a good rest of your weekend. And I'll see you on Monday. Take care.